across the ancient lands of Central Australia, where the night sky stretches forever above the desert. There are stories carried carefully through generations, stories connected to law, stories connected to spirit, stories connected to consequence, and among those stories is the name Kurdaitcha. These were not simple campfire tales. These stories carried warning, responsibility, respect, an understanding that actions always carry consequence. Within Aboriginal traditions, law was not only spoken, it was remembered through ceremony, through story, through elders, and through connection to country itself. The old people understood something modern Australia sometimes forgets: that land is not separate from people, spirit is not separate from life, and respect is not optional. Everything remains connected: country, family, community, memory. And this one isn't about horror. It's not about trying to scare people. It's about balance, about understanding that cultures survived for thousands upon thousands of years because law mattered, respect mattered, responsibility mattered. Across the inland deserts, stories of Kurdaitcha became part of cultural memory, a figure connected to spiritual punishment, to restoring balance, and to reminding people that sacred law should never be ignored, not out of cruelty, but because community survival depended upon people respecting boundaries. Long before written law arrived in Australia, complex systems already existed across this continent. Ancient systems carried through oral traditions, through ceremony, through song, through elders teaching younger generations how to live properly with one another and with the land itself. To many Aboriginal communities, country is alive, the desert is alive, the stories are alive, the wind carries memory, the land carries spirit, and every place holds meaning connected to those who walked before. Maybe that's why these stories still feel powerful today. Because deep down, people know respect matters. People know actions matter. And people know balance matters, even now. The old stories remind us that Australia is far older than modern history books, far older than highways, far older than cities. For tens of thousands of years, culture survived here through knowledge, discipline, spiritual connection, and deep understanding of country. Kurdaitcha stories became part of that larger understanding, not simply punishment, but consequence. The understanding that disrespect harms more than one person. It harms family, community, spirit, and connection itself. Some stories are loud, others move quietly beneath the surface. This is one of the quiet ones, a story carried carefully, a reminder that ancient Australia still holds wisdom modern people are only beginning to understand again. And maybe the biggest lesson is simple: walk carefully, listen more, respect what came before you, because not every story belongs to entertainment. Some stories carry sacred weight. Across the desert tonight, The old paths remain beneath the stars. The wind moves across sacred country. The stories continue in memory, ceremony, and law. And somewhere within the silence, the lesson of Kurdaitcha still endures, not as fear alone, but as warning, as balance, as respect. Four ends fully activated. The land remembers, the law remains. The stories carry warning, the elders carry wisdom. Country holds memory, and respect carries the future. Four voices, one Australia. Endless stories. Respect the law, respect the memory, respect the balance, and walk carefully, because country remembers every step.